Hi, my name is Mariam Hejazi with Marvelous in Houston, brokered by Texas Boutique Realty. I've been helping people buy and sell residential real estate in Houston for 12 years now. This video is going to be a driving tour as if you're driving from the West University area of Houston all the way up Kirby to River Oaks. This may be a commute if you live in West U, and if you're commuting up to Allen Parkway, there's a bunch of office buildings up there. We're also going to pass through the Greenway Plaza area, which also has a lot of office buildings. Kirby Drive, Richmond Avenue, and Buffalo Speedway are all major thoroughfares in Houston inside of the loop, and they're going to be how you're going to get from below 59 to above 59 all the way up to Allen Parkway and Washington, and then ultimately to I-10. So this is a boots on the ground view, May 2025. So we're traveling northbound on Buffalo Speedway. Here we're passing HEB, one of many amazing locations. HEB is the best grocery store you will ever have been in your entire life. On the left-hand side, we're passing a Kroger shopping center with some great retail in it, including great restaurants like Adair Kitchen and Los Tios. This is the Westpark intersection. Westpark does turn into a tollway and takes you very, very far on the west side of Houston. The intersection we're approaching is 59 and Buffalo Speedway. Buffalo Speedway does drop us out on the north side at Richmond. Here are some great mid-century buildings on Richmond. This is Greenway Plaza area, and there are tons of office buildings over here. There are some fun little bars like BB's is a popular place. El Tiempo is my favorite Mexican food place in all of Houston. There's many locations. This intersection is east side at Richmond. If you turn that way on east side, you go up to Kirby Ice House, a very popular bar in Houston. It's a great place to watch games or meet up with coworkers after you're done at the office. We are headed eastbound on Richmond. We're about to approach the Kirby intersection, which will turn northbound, and we'll head up to River Oaks. Now, the Richmond and Kirby intersection is considered to be called Upper Kirby. There's a lot of mixed-use developments. There's apartments. There's high-end retail. There's Pappasitos. There's Picos. There's even an Audi dealership in this part of the loop, which is going to be just on the south side of this intersection. Now we're headed northbound on Kirby, and we're headed past some great retail like Tootsies, Ulta. There's lots of bank branches like Wells Fargo and Chase. Grace's is a very popular brunch spot. Now, West Alabama, like Richmond Avenue, runs east-west, and West Alabama will take you all the way to the Galleria/Uptown. West Alabama and Alabama Street should not be confused. They will take you to two very different locations. Don't learn the hard way. We just passed one of the 4 Whole Foods locations in the inner Houston area. On our left is Tootsies and some very upscale apartments. Tootsies is a local high-end women's shopping experience. On our right-hand side is Richard's Fine Liquors. It's a Houston liquor store chain. They carry an amazing wine and liquor selection. Highly recommend. Now, we are transitioning from more commercial and retail to almost all residential going on the northbound side of Kirby. Kirby eventually goes through the heart of River Oaks, which we'll see in a few moments, and then it becomes 100% residential. But this is kind of, as you can see, a little transition period. We have residential high-rises, normal residential, and also some senior assisted living facilities as well. On the left-hand side, we see River Oaks Elementary. This area is a total traffic jam in the mornings and the afternoons during school season. This is San Felipe that we're passing, and now it's all residential. And a fun aside, you can tell how long somebody's family has been in Houston by the way they say San Felipe. It's either San Felipe or San Felipe. I am a San Felipe type of girl. Now, Kirby Drive is like the Rodeo Drive of Houston. Phenomenal houses, gorgeous landscaping, and during Christmas time, this area, they go all out for their Christmas decorations, and literally thousands of people crowd the streets in their vehicles at Christmas time to look at lights at night. River Oaks was originally developed in the early to mid 1930s, with the Rare House being in the late 20s. River Oaks is exactly 3 miles from downtown, and I know that because on the original marketing, they actually advertised it as only 3 miles from downtown because in the time period, not everyone had an automobile, and it was only a short journey on a horse-drawn buggy to River Oaks. In Houston, the oldest houses are closest to downtown, and they get younger as you move outwards from downtown. Now, Westview is where we just came from, and houses are slightly older and a much less grandiose architecture style. The lots are much smaller in Westview. River Oaks are basically palatial lots. On the interior and on the exterior of River Oaks, they're much smaller lots. We are approaching a very complex intersection. I call it the Kirby, Shepherd, Allen Parkway, Memorial Drive Soup Bowl. And as a native Houstonian, I still get slightly confused and I have to read the street signs very closely. Notice these partial walls on either side of Kirby Drive. This is the formal starting point of River Oaks. So this is the formal boundary line. Now I'm gonna move through this intersection and turn around and head back into River Oaks because we're now going southbound on Kirby Drive, and I'm taking you eventually back to Westview. So now we're seeing the southbound side of Kirby Drive, equally as beautiful as the northbound side of Kirby Drive, going through the very heart of River Oaks. And also Kirby Drive serves really as a main north-south thoroughfare through the loop. So it's normal to be routed on a regular basis on Kirby Drive, and it's usually not backed up badly, but at rush hour, at the major intersections, it does tend to back up. And that very complex intersection that we just left, it's not uncommon that it may take you 2 to even maybe 5 light cycles just to make it through. We are again approaching the San Felipe and Kirby intersection, and San Felipe is really kind of the demarcation line of 100% residential to this transition area. So Avalon Place is still going to have incredibly beautiful houses, but notice as we go further south on Kirby, the lot sizes are much smaller. So these houses are like still stunning, but they are going to be on much smaller lots, and they're going to be a little bit less grandiose than your typical Kirby Drive palatial estate. We are again approaching the Kirby and Westheimer intersection, and on the right-hand side, right here, is this adorable restaurant called Lulu's. Highly recommend. Here we are at Tootsies again, and our very high-end mixed-use development. This pink restaurant that you see on the right-hand side is called Postscript. It's very, very pretty, very Instagrammable. Up ahead on the right, we have Becks Prime. It's upper scale hamburgers, and they have a stunning location on the golf course in Memorial Park, which is just northwest of here, inside of the loop. Also on the right-hand side, we have House of Pies. It's a very long-standing pie shop here in Houston. It's been around probably since the 60s, maybe earlier. Correct me if I'm wrong. Mr. Carwash is awesome. I pay 20 bucks a month. I have a sticker on my windshield. I'm there at least once a week getting my car washed. This is more upper scale mixed use development. There's some great restaurants. Houston has no shortage of incredible restaurants, if you haven't noticed, by the way. Another look at Pico's as we continue south on Kirby. We are approaching the Kirby 59 intersection. At the rush hours, it could easily take you 1 to 5 cycles just to get south of 59 right here. As we move to the other side of 59, this intersection can be very frustrating. The lanes narrow significantly right here, and everyone gets very confused, and nobody knows what they're doing, and it's heavily congested, especially during rodeo season. Now, on the left-hand side, we're about to pass Armadillo Palace, which has this humongous mirrored armadillo in front of it. They have live music, amazing barbecue. And we are headed south towards the Rice Village and ultimately back to West U. We are back on Buffalo Speedway, but now we are headed south. And Buffalo Speedway is not a speedway, it's actually a residential street, as you can see. We are approaching the Sunset Boulevard intersection. Very beautiful houses up and down Sunset Boulevard. Westview has these cool pavers in different sections of the street that are crosswalks and in the middle of intersections that kind of note that you're in Westview. And I would say that Buffalo Speedway and University Boulevard are both kind of like the Kirby Drive of Westview. And correct me if I'm wrong, if you have an opinion either way. And back to approximate age of development, Westview is developed in the late 20s and 30s. And so you see these adorable, tiny little cottage houses. But you also see these gargantuan, gorgeous, like basically estates that have been built atop of older homes. We are coming up on the University Boulevard and Buffalo Speedway intersection, which has a famous house here on the right. We call this the Darth Vader house here in Houston. It recently changed hands. I think it found a very happy, proud new owner. Very happy for that house. We're still southbound on Buffalo Speedway as we move deeper into West U. And West University is called such because it is west of Rice University. That's right, no shortage of imaginative names here in Houston. Building styles range from the original beautiful 1930s brick cottages to mansard roofs that would have been built in the 70s, all the way to traditional in the 90s and crazy, gargantuan, modern, built really between 2015 and today. And there you have it, folks, a full driving tour, Westview to River Oaks and back. You know that you're leaving Westview on the south side because of these beautiful planters with the Westview logo on it. We are approaching the Buffalo Speedway and Holcomb intersection, and that will conclude our tour. So I am a native Houstonian. I joke that I've been loving Houston since 1987, and before that my parents loved it, and before that my grandparents. My family has been here since about 1952, and we have seen a lot of change over the decades. Something I love about what I do is that I love helping people love Houston the way I love it. There are lots of little pockets around town that have such fun, quirky personalities, and it takes a long time to figure out your favorite spots. If you're looking at relocating to Houston from another town in Texas or out of state or even out of the country, reach out and I would be honored to take you through the relocation process.